YouTube, it is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. I have a fuzz here. Probably need to cut it. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you all for being here. This is where we're going to talk about going live. And going live, if you're nervous, I want you to watch this. This is your first time live, folks. We're gonna talk all things going live here, friends. So let's get it together. Let me know if you have questions. I'm trying to get up all my screens. I have so many screens up now. I gotta start closing some things out. And so let me know if you're new to my live. I want to make sure I'm answering your questions, friends. And we're going to continue to go live and grow and build a community, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all joining the live. And we'll get started in a second. And we will continue to support our friends who are going live and trying to figure this thing out. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. We're going to talk about my first timers, my newbies, my nervous people, my scared people, my shy people, my introverted people, my people who are like, why would I do this thing to myself? What am I thinking? I want you to do it, and I want you to feel confident and at ease. And so if you are new to my live, come on in. We're going to get to chatting. As you guys already know, I am Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income, and I do this at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. every day. I'm coming here, I'm connecting with you. YouTube will send some folks out in a few minutes, and they're going to come in, and we're going to get a little bit of shenanigans. So we're going to have to make sure we keep the conversation focused and professional. But at the same time, I want you to know that you can do this. So that's what this conversation is about. Doing it with confidence, with ease, and having the right support to get you through it, okay? And then ultimately for you to grow your community. So you're going to show up. You're going to continue to show up. You're going to continue to do this. This is the long game. I tell people this all the time. You are not just doing this just because. You are doing this because you want to grow, friend. These are professional glasses, friend. Mike, let's make sure we stay focused. Stay focused, friend. I don't want to have to put you in timeout, but I may have to put you in timeout. So that's just what happens sometimes. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you all supporting. How you doing, Destiny? Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, this is for my nervous people, my scared people, my shy people, because I don't want you to be intimidated about this process. And when you have people coming here doing the shenanigans, you get intimidated. That's not your situation. You have ultimate control. So just make sure you take that control, okay? And so if you're new to my live, hit like. Go ahead and hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed, hit subscribe. Ring that bell so you can get notifications. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So come on in. We're going to talk it up. Let me know you're here. How you doing, friends? Coming on in. Appreciate you all joining. Let me know where you're from. Thank you so much, CL. I appreciate the compliments, friends. That's what this is all about. So make sure, hello, Thomas. How are you, friend? Come on in. Make sure you are polite and respectful. Make sure you like the live, and then if you have not done so, click that subscriber button as well. So that's what this is. We're talking about all things going live. By the way, I don't know, friend. Let's stay focused. We're talking about going live. So let's stay focused. Christopher, appreciate you being here. So we're going to talk really quickly. So if you are new to my live, you guys know my name is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. So we're going to talk all things going live as a live streamer, building up confidence, and then using this platform, whether it's the YouTube, and you guys know I co-stream on TikTok as well, using this platform as an opportunity for you to build your community. Thank you so much, Christopher. You said love you already. All right. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Make sure you like the live and subscribe as well. You are so welcome, friend. So we're going to talk about this process. I co-stream on TikTok. I like to start here on the tube because I want you all to ask me questions that are relevant. We can engage, we can get to know each other, we can build our community. So just know that that's what this is all about. It's about growth, okay? So let me know if you have questions. How you doing, friends? Come on in. Thank you for the hellos. Make sure you like so YouTube knows you are here. You're commenting, you're engaging. I love the interaction. Let's keep it professional. This is a professional page. My moderator, her name is Yes Michelle Crochets. So she does the crocheting. And so Yes Michelle Crochets, she may come in. and she will always regulate the chat to make sure you guys are staying on topic and staying well behaved. So professional chat, that's number one. Second of all, if you're under 18, this is probably not the live room for you because we are talking about ways to engage your audience, to build your community in a way that is, first of all, professional, but also we're talking about monetization. So you want to be 18 years and older. So just make sure that you're being considerate of that. And then, like I said, keep the chat professional as well. Thank you so much for the hair compliments. Appreciate the love. So with that, we're going to continue to do this. We're going to continue to support one another. And if you go to my page, you like the page, you comment on any of my posts, I do get those notifications. So I'll go to your page and do the same. So we are in our growth season. I say that all the time. We are growing. We are building. And so take the time to do that because this is the long game. I say it all the time too. You're not doing this overnight. This is not something that, poof, all of a sudden you got a billion followers or no million subscribers. Poof, all of a sudden your videos are viral. No, you got to show up. You got to be consistent. You got to continue to engage. So that's going to be most important. So make sure you click that subscriber button. Click the bell so you can get notifications of when I go live and we can stay in touch and I can continue to support you because I'm going to keep showing up, friends. Thank you so much, Cam. Thank you for the hi. How are you? Good day, Dr. Lisa. How is your day? It is going well. Body person saved my life. Appreciate you, friend. Hope you had a great week, a good week. I have had a good week. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying my name. I appreciate that. So that meant a lot to me because you actually looked up and said, "This is Dr. Lisa. Let me say hi to Dr. Lisa." I appreciate you. So I am a PhD, not an MD, just so you guys know, but I worked hard, very hard for that degree. And so that and the others. And so at the end of the day, I'm here and I'm working hard to make sure I connect with all of you. So that's what I'm talking about, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Continue to ask questions. Let me know if you have any questions as you are here engaging. I appreciate you. You said it's better than saying, "Hey, you." I know. Hey, you. And then also, what's the other one? It just says, "Hey." That's the other thing. People say hi, hi. I guess there must be a little link that says say hi. You guys click that and you guys say hi. So thank you all for commenting. I appreciate all the support. You guys are coming in, supporting the live, so that is important. So make sure you like the live and like I said, subscribe. You're going to hear me say that repeatedly because that is what YouTube tells us to do, okay? So as you go live, you are going to engage with your audience, continue to connect with them. And I am going to go live on TikTok. You guys know all the time I'm co-streaming. I am doing live here and I'm doing live here. So we are building. This is our growth season. I say it all the time as well. I don't want you guys to miss out on what is making the difference between the people who are doing it and the people who are wishing they did it. Those are two different people. Those are the people who are dreaming, and these are people who are actually taking action. They're making their dream a reality. So you want to make sure you are just subscribed. Appreciate your friend. And so you want to make sure you're taking the action. You got to be a person doing. You got to be the person showing up. You got to be the person being consistent. You got to be a person who is being intentional about whatever those dreams are, that you're making them a reality, that you're taking the steps to move forward. So that's what this is all about. And so we talk about first timers. Watch this. I want you to pay attention. You guys saw very early on, I'm talking about the chat and the etiquette. I got to spend a little bit more etiquette time over here on the tube. Because for whatever reason, YouTube will push people into your room and some of them are not understanding the etiquette for how to engage properly. But that's okay, because I'm okay with that. I will continue to show up and support you all. Yeah, I have created a YouTube channel, but I have yet to post because of fear and procrastination. But getting there, hey, that's the thing about it. You got to just show up for your audience. You got to show up. I think fear, obviously, fear is what kills a dream. I just talked about having a dream. So your fear is what kills a dream. So you want to make sure that you are showing up in a way that you're going to be able to support your community and people want to hear from you. I'm a strong believer, and we were talking earlier. I'm about to go live on TikTok, but my earlier conversation, I go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. every day. My earlier conversation was to people who We talked about other platforms. We talked about engaging in like platforms like LinkedIn. And I said, you know what? I'm not over there. I said I was over there in my past career. For my I worked within higher ed. YouTube is saturated with voices. No, not necessarily. That's what I'm saying. Don't see. That's the thinking that you have to make sure you don't let that stop you, because it's easy to say it's saturated. It's not. It's not. Your voice isn't here. It's not. There are people who want to hear from you, and you have a unique perspective, and people want to hear that. I have a YouTube channel. I push the post every day, and I tell myself to stay consistent and and I've gained 16. That's it. That's it. So here's the deal. Social media is general. Yes, social media is general. I tell people here, YouTube is different because it's not social media. It's a search engine. That's the way you have to think of this. People need to search and find you. It's not saturated. People need to search and find you. So if you're showing up in a way that you are optimizing your profile, being intentional about what you're talking about, talking to your audience, knowing that demographic, knowing essentially the demographic, the psychographic, how they think, how they operate, and then those pain points. What are the things that are of interest to them? What are the things that keeping them up at night? How can you support them? Well done, Cam. Cam is awesome. Cam is rocking and rolling. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, friend. Let me say this because here's the reality. So you need 50 subscribers to go live on YouTube. I have 50 subscribers probably at the beginning of March. I go live every day, twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And I started in April going live here twice a day, going live, just co-streaming. I'm here talking to you all, but I'm on my TikTok. And I was like, this becomes a playlist because you can record messages. The recording is here and I make it a playlist, I publish it, and it's available for people to see. Well, here's what happened. 50 subscribers in March, or when I started going live in April, I'm already almost at 450. That's almost a 400 gain, 450 gain of people, 400 gain of people here, just by me showing up doing what I was going to be doing anyway on TikTok. And so when I say show up, do this, be consistent, keep doing you, grow, continue to grow. You could do it. So there's space for all of us. Now, this conversation, y'all might say, oh, Dr. Lisa, there's probably a million other people having the same conversation. But for whatever reason, you guys stopped and started listening to me. And you're like, you know what? There's something about her. I wanna listen a little bit more. So just know that there's somebody for you. And it may take time for you to see, those people showing up and being consistent and having a great conversation. Because I'll tell you right now, y'all probably right now are my number one chats. If I was to rank the YouTube chats, this might be the number one chat because you guys are engaging in a way that most people will say, hey, hi, how are you doing? I like your hair. You look beautiful. You're gorgeous. But to ask questions and engage in this way is what I'm looking for. I think my biggest thing that stops me is that I have a face for radio. No, you don't. And that's the thing that's the cognitive distortions we tell ourselves. You're a very interesting woman with a very interesting story. Appreciate your friend. Thank you, Cam, for that. Thank you. And that's the thing about all of us. We all have an interesting story. And at the end of the day, it's about bringing that to this space. And your uniqueness may be the biggest thing that people are looking for. Your uniqueness might be the thing that people are like, you know what? I thought I had a face for radio too. So I'm happy this person is showing up and we're able to have this conversation. I would rather be a radio announcer. I feel I have something to share, so I'm going to push myself. Hey, podcast. You're right. If you feel like, you know what, you want to do radio, try the podcasting approach. Yeah, absolutely. You could do that. People podcast all the time, and it's not necessarily face forward. So that's another way to do it. My point is, do something. Do something. Don't sit back and just think, oh, I can't. no one will listen. There's always somebody who's listening. I'm going live right now on TikTok. You're gonna hear me say my radio commercial to TikTok because I say it because the algorithm wants me to say it. Hello, my friends. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. That's a pro tip. So you guys got to know that. If you are first time live, I want you to come and watch this. We're gonna talk all things going live. How you doing, Soul Vibes Radio? How are you, friend? Come on in. So we were just talking about radio, voice for radios, but that's important that you came in too, friend. Thank you so much for being here. So we're going to talk all things going live. My friends who are nervous, scared, shy, afraid, introverted, thinking that this is not a space for you. I want you to come in. I want you to feel confident. How you doing, Derek? Thank you. Come on in, friend. How are you? So we're talking. How you doing, Cats? Appreciate you coming in. Good morning, beautiful people. How you doing, friend? So we're talking. We're actually having a great, productive conversation. So you guys know I co-stream on YouTube. So my YouTube friends are here as well. We were chatting it up, and we were just sharing some of my insights in terms of getting started in this space. Derek, are you going live? I'm going to ask that question because I want to know you popped into my channel a couple times. Appreciate your friend. Channel is used for YouTube. TikTok uses TikTok platform, page. Derek, what's the hold up? Let me know what's going on. How you doing, Dante? Thank you so much for being here. Hello, new here. How are you, friend? Appreciate you as well coming on into the room. Thank you so much for joining the live. Born and raised in Florida. What part of Florida? You know I'm in Orlando. I think Body Pearson saved my life. I think you asked that question. Where am I from? I'm actually here in Orlando, Florida. That's where I'm at. And I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. So that's my hometown. So yes, come on in, friend. You said raised in Florida. Lord. Well, you said born and raised. So that is a unique thing to put in your bio. So Derek, what's holding you back, friend? What's the hold up? Why haven't you gone live yet? Let me know why you haven't gone live. I appreciate you being here as well. Appreciate all who are here. How you doing, Sadie? I'm Sandy. Appreciate your friend. Amy, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Freedom, thank you for coming on in. So you guys are coming into the live. I appreciate your Tandy as well. Thank you so much. If you are on the tube coming in, hello. Appreciate you joining as well, friend. Cam, so what's the deal? What's your Cam to you? I'm gonna keep you chatting, friend. What's the goal for you? Are you looking to go live with your 16 subscribers? Keep me posted. Trying to learn for now. Okay, so you're not new to these TikTok streets. 1,500 followers. You're not new. So yeah, you've been in these streets for a minute. So what's the delay? There's 1,500 people that are like, oh, when is Derek going live? You're learning a lot. Okay, let me know specifically. What would you like to know? So my friends who are in the room, I always want to make sure I help to normalize this whole screen. I don't gatekeep. I answer questions. You ask me a question, you're going to get an answer. If it's something you're curious about because you've gone to other live hosts and the room is rooming and people are chatting and nobody is seeming to answer your question, then this is a space where you get your questions answered. So I can answer questions. If I don't know it, depending on the chat and who's here, we will ask our friends, okay? Because typically there may be a person who has experienced that's in the room, and then they can share their thoughts and insights as well. That's what community is all about. You want to make sure you're building community. So you want to make sure people are learning and growing from each other. So that's going to be key. You want to learn and grow from each other. So let me know as you guys are coming in. We're going to, couple things you need to know about TikTok. And this is where I am copying and sharing my link. And then I'm going to talk about all the things that you, as a viewer, you want to do to make sure you're engaging and getting engagement points. And then you, as a future live host, the things you're going to do to make sure you're getting engagement from your viewers. Okay, so that's what I teach. I don't want you guys to think that this is not something you can't copy and rinse and repeat and use for your live. Thank you so much. How you doing? Is this Saquita? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that daily. Heart me, friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate your cats for joining. So me and my cousin have channels and we make mini movies. So we're going to go live and going to be in our costumes. Oh, I love the idea. And do Q&A. Nice, nice. And so movie genre. Tell me movie genre. What's the mini movies about? Thank you so much for being here, friend. Thank you for answering the question too. So here's what happens. So just so you guys don't think I'm talking to myself. I am talking to my YouTube friends too. So I tell you guys all the time, I co-stream. So I want you all to see in real time. I'm on the screen here. So this is my tablet. And so I co-stream over here so that I am building community in both spaces. I do this intentionally because this becomes a recording for you all on YouTube, where you can go and listen to whatever nuggets I've dropped in here. You can go and listen to a playlist and get that information. So I do that intentionally. So I want you guys to know I do that, and then ideally I want you to rinse and repeat and do this for yourself as well. Build your community. Make sure that you're on multiple platforms and you're growing. You said horror, so our movies are called Night Shift. I love it. I love it. That is hilarious. Well, not hilarious. I mean, it's supposed to be scary, I guess. But that's awesome that you guys do that. How you doing, Luna? How you doing, Dr. Damaris? Thank you so much, friend. Doris, thank you so much for coming in. My friends who are coming into the live, so my newbies. Just really quickly, Luna, appreciate your friend. Luna, did you get that vibration blade yesterday? Who got the vibration blade? Was that you? I didn't get a chance to ask because I didn't see it. So I appreciate your friend and I appreciate your support regardless. If that was not you, that's totally fine. But I so appreciate you. You are awesome, awesome, awesome. You are an awesome supporter. You live up to the support nature of what you say. You say what I say I'm going to do. I'm a supporter. And we're going to see about this live journey for myself. But I am a supporter for now. So I so appreciate that, friend. So let me say this. So we were talking to my friend Derek. We were talking to my friend Cam over here. Cam is trying to start their live journey in terms of building enough subscribers. So are you 16 subscribers or are you more than 16? I didn't know if you had gained 16 in the last week. Did you already have some? So let me know that too. And then what I was going to tell Derek, you said you hadn't gone live yet. You're still learning. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much, Jay. You're still learning about the live platform. What I will tell you then is a lot of it is just making sure you start the journey. You got enough followers. You got over 1,500. You probably have unlocked multiple benefits on TikTok. I'm going to say that because you got a clickable link in the bio with 1,500 subscribers. You got it at 1,000. You got live access already. You had it probably at as low as, we're going to say 50, but it might have been, 100. So you had live access for quite some time. You have some other benefits, monetization things that you can do, work with artists, TikTok shop you probably have unlocked as well. So there's some things that you have access to. So when it comes to just engaging, thank you so much. When it comes to just engaging, at this point, you can go and tell people about your journey. You can tell people about all the things you've unlocked already. You can tell people how if you have a special area of focus, whether there's a niche or a topic you want to cover, you have an expertise you can bring to the table. So I will just say, with your 1,500 subscribers, you've done a lot, sir. And so congratulations. Thank you so much. How you doing, Luna? Thank you so much for those donuts. Appreciate you. The killer is named Dr. Slash, and it's kind of a basic name because we made the movies when we were like 5, but we will still make movies. Awesome. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. You said that's the main character. Awesome. So when will you go live then? Is that once you get to 50 or are you close there? All right. My life, my peace. How you doing, friend? Hello, host. Hello, comment section. Appreciate you coming in. Let me know, friend. We are talking all things going live. I appreciate you all joining the live. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene and my friend Luna. I appreciate you. Hi there, everyone. Appreciate you, Miss Darlene. My life, my peace, 2024. Okay, my life, my peace. Thank you for joining the room. You're 3,300 followers too. You don't have a bio, so tell me a little bit more about yourself. And then if you don't mind, I'm going to give you some homework because the bio is important to have so that TikTok, first of all, is not even for us yet. The first primary reason is that it is for TikTok to know who you are, because they use that to help categorize your content and then push it out to people who are looking for it. And then when you come in into a live, we are clicking it, we can see it, and we can be able to know who you are and what you're about. And then people will determine if they want to continue to follow and engage with you. It's a great way to introduce yourself too. Trisha, how you doing? How you doing, Money Skills LLC? Appreciate you as well coming on in here. How you doing, friend? Let me know if you guys have questions. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You said overkill is like this, like it. Kim, you telling me the whole story. I appreciate you, friend. You know what, Kim? I appreciate your name too, because my son is a Kim. I got a Kim at the house, so I appreciate your friend for being here. So let me know how you're doing, Just Fabulous. Appreciate you coming back, Fred. You said we're going to chat it up again this afternoon. Trisha, how are you, friend? Everyone in the room, she's saying hello, hello. Thank you so much. Money Life Skills LLC. Appreciate your friend. Come on in. So we're talking, we said first time live. We're talking first time live. I want you to watch. We're going to talk. We said nice. I want you to watch and come here and watch this live. Because what I teach, and this is the reality of it, you know, there is people who have been doing this for a while, and you oftentimes forget what does it mean to be new. You know, you forget about that newness. Okay, so when you're new at something, you know, you can kind of walk people through it, share tips and strategies, kind of help people grow and you know, learn and do better, and then ultimately you can give guidance and tips, unlike when you've been doing it for a while and you just kind of dismiss the fact that there are people who are still starting this process and they're new at it and they want to learn and grow. And so that's kind of what I bring to this space. I want to make sure, you know, again, I'm not super old. I haven't hit my 1 year yet. I just finished up my first 6 months. I'm in month number 7. So just recognizing that there's still a newness about me and the way I think about this experience. And I don't want you to feel like you can't do it. Now, what I tell people, and so I started a little later here because my YouTube chat was chatty. It's been a really good conversation. We've had people who are engaging that are on topic, on message. They're here trying to learn about going live. They want to engage, and so that's been a great experience. And so YouTube, how you doing, friend Noah? YouTube will tend to go left sometimes. The conversation will go left, but people who are here have been talking. So I came over, and we're gonna chat about going live here as well. He said, "I'm a retired 33 years law enforcement." Okay. I got a call that tried to come through. All right, law enforcement, 5 years firefighter, 2 years bailiff, author, public speaker. Look at you. Now, why isn't any of that in your bio? You don't put it in your bio. You need, yes, yes, friend. We're gonna put that right on in your bio. All of that. Congratulations, friends. That is awesome. Um, and so you have lived a life lived, and yeah, now it's a matter of going live. So let me ask this, and maybe I'm making the wrong assumption. Do you plan to go live with with that story? Because you've seen a lot, you experienced a lot. There's a lot you could share with young people, especially on this app, who are engaged on this app, or people who want to go into the profession, or people who are looking for tips and guidance and strategies to support their loved ones. So, or, you know, any number of ways you can look at that. So just know that, yeah, there's so many people you can support. So I would say just kind of determine what direction you want to take that. How you doing, Diamond? Thank you so much, friend. I was sharing that the YouTube chat was been very, very productive. So we were chatting it up, friends. So let me know if you guys have any questions. We talked a little bit, you know, it's interesting because we had a conversation the other day about YouTube. We talked a little bit about LinkedIn this morning. And so that was a lively conversation, saying that, you know, when it comes to the LinkedIn of today, I'm not over there in that place, that space. I love this live. Thank you so much, friend. I'm not in that space anymore in that way. And so just recognizing that there's a space for all of us. And so when it comes to, I'll even talk about YouTube really quickly because the chat is chatting today. In the last week, what I've noticed is that I've changed my titles. I've done some tweaks to my page a little bit. And because of that, I think my page is being recognized and sent out more. So stay with it. Just stay with it. Okay? Stay with it. You know, what has happened here is that I've seen a shift, a downturn in terms of my viewership and my reach. I think TikTok has me in the shadows. Thank you so much, Diamond. TikTok has me in the shadows a little bit. So, but what's changed is that my YouTube is actually increasing. And you guys were here, some of you were here when somebody reached out to me on YouTube. It's like, I'm scheduling an appointment. And so I had a meeting yesterday. And, again, where one thing is going down, something else is going up. And so I would tell you to make sure you're doing it. Stay with it. Stay consistent. Just keep going. Okay. Regina, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Appreciate you all being here. Did you get the daily heart me? I did not. I didn't get my flash goal yet. TikTok hasn't, TikTok is TikToking me. That's what I tell people. It's TikToking me. How you doing, Camille? Appreciate you. I finished my first full 5 days of live. Congratulations, Miss Darlene. How did it feel? Oh my gosh. Was it busy? Was it busy? You said, I'm waiting. Y'all waiting for the flash goal. Thank you so much. Y'all so sweet. TikTok will give me the flash goal soon, and it will be the daily heart me. We know how they do me. So you said great. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. You said it was great. That's right, because you went on a couple sightseeing locations too. You said hi. How you doing, Diamond? You went on a couple sightseeing locations. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that daily heartbeat. Thank you so much. TikTok is well, so what we just heard, just so that you guys know, TikTok will do that to me. TikTok is going to give me the daily heart me as my flash goal. I keep saying it, so it probably really will come to fruition. Not that I'm trying to have that be the goal, but we'll see. Because I think TikTok has become a little predictable for me now. That's how it is. I'm able to predict what it's doing, how it can predict how I'm going to show up. Cam, thank you so much for coming back. Appreciate your friend. Let me know how far you are from going live as well. Let's kind of keep the conversation going, friend. Thank you so much. And so what I was sharing is just being intentional about how you are starting to not put your eggs in one basket. Thank you so much, friend. As you think about, okay, what other things can I be doing? I was sharing the story earlier that I had gone live. I had live access at around March, and I didn't start going live until like the second week of April. And so now I'm sitting at doing this we'll use round numbers. We'll say all of April, all of May, all of June, and now I'm in July. So I would say for almost 3 months, 3.5 months, I think that's the right math, 3 months of fully going live. So just recognizing in those 3 months, I have now grown to a total of 437 subscribers on YouTube, where I started off at 50. So I'm so excited about that, y'all. Somebody else might say, oh, that's nothing. I'm going to say it's a whole lot of something, because those are 400 plus people that have decided to click my subscriber button. Those are 400 people who have decided to engage in my live. And what I will tell you is that it has grown even more in terms of the engagement, the viewership, my watch hours, all that is part of it. And oh, yes, it's something. Oh, yes, it's something, Christopher. And just know, these are people who did not have to stop and listen to me, did not have to engage in that way, did not have to like the live or hit the subscriber button. And if you haven't done that, go ahead and do it, friends. And just know that they didn't have to do that. And so I so appreciate it. And just recognizing that, I'm going to stay at it. And I tell you guys all the time, YouTube is a long game, so you got to stay with it. We're going to believe in it, won't do that. We're going to believe it, won't do that. Oh, you're talking about the daily heart me? We're gonna see. We're gonna see if it's the opposite day. Today I went to Raspberry Island, where the Latino structure features where I gotta see it. It cut off the last part of your comment, Miss Darlene. So I'm intrigued, because so that you guys know this, if you haven't engaged with some of the people in the room already, Miss Darlene is a live host. She's an awesome live host. She does tours of the St. Paul, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minneapolis, in Minnesota locations were featured. Oh, where the Latino structures were featured. Okay, gotcha. Okay, awesome. And so she does these sightseeing ventures, and it's really great. I will say she is my favorite live host, in the sense that she went from and I always tell this story. I think you went from coming in my lives, was it February or March, where she had no followers, really no real followers. She grew her community, grew her live numbers, and was not going live, was nervous, scared, afraid of going live. This is actually her second page. This is not the primary page. I'm going to say that because she's building this page out. Now she wants to do TikTok shop, y'all. I'm just saying. She said no coins. She had no coins. She had a fear of showing her face. She was like, if I go live, I ain't gonna show my face. Now, first of all, I had to convince her to go live. And then I had to convince her to show her face. And, oh, I'm sorry, convince her to go live. And then she said yes, and she was gonna go faceless. And now she is face forward. She will show her face. She will do it all. And now she's talking about selling products. So I just love your story, friend. You said no idea. So she's a true person. When you say, if I had on my bingo card, that's what I tell people. If I had on my bingo card for the first of the year, what I was going to be doing in 2025, first of all, it wouldn't be this for me. And I sure know your card, Miss Darlene, would not be this for you. Okay, friend? So that's what this is all about. This is about how you dare yourself to do something you have never done before. Okay, I wouldn't have never thought TikTok. We said TikTok host. Am I supposed to be reading that word? I don't know if that was a typo or you calling yourself that. Let me know. Oh my God. Oh, it's a host. It's a host. Oh my bad. Oh my gosh, that was funny. That was hilarious. You said I'm supposed to be a TikTok live host. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna. I don't know what I could do. That was funny. That was funny. That was hilarious to me. Want to make my own self get. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make my own self get. I'm gonna make my own self get what yeah, cut off. That typo gets us all the time, don't it? Don't it? Oh gosh. But yes, that's what you're doing, friend. You are a live host. You are a live host. You gonna get your own silver R? Yes, you are. For your typo. I was like, am I supposed to be saying that? Oh, that was funny. That was so funny. So, hello, Bridget. How you doing, Coach Rhonda? Appreciate you, friend, coming on in here. Thank you all for joining the live. I appreciate you all so much. So we are talking all things go live. Good evening and good afternoon. Look at y'all, friends. I was like, it's both. It's in between. We in the 4 o'clock hour. I love it. All right, y'all. So we were talking about going live, and I was just sharing because I had some friends in the room early. I don't know if they're still with us, but some of our friends who were here, they had not gone live yet. They still trying to sit back to see. They evaluating, they assessing, trying to determine what their next move is going to be. And I'm just going to say, that's the beauty of this because you have people who will start it. And then what will happen is that you just kind of get used to showing up in this way. You get used to engaging this way. How you doing, Dee Dee? You get used to connecting with people. You build a community. And so I'll be honest with you. I need to go do an account check after that. You're gonna do an account check to see if you're not in trouble. They didn't block your word. So you're fine. They didn't block you. I'm assuming you're okay. They didn't block you. So they let her ride. But yes, that's what this is all about. You build community, you show up, people are communicating back with you, and then before you know it, you've been doing it 6, 7 months, 8 months, a year. This is my 2025 goal. So I don't care what happens. I'm gonna keep showing up. Okay? I'm gonna keep showing up. Now, will my hours shift a little bit? Maybe. We'll see. I did my live and it kept asking to invite people to join the live. What is this? Um, You did your live and it kept asking you to invite people to join the live. So I guess they were telling you maybe to share your live. Maybe that's it. Sometimes it will show stuff in the chat for you to, like, prompting you to click invite to different people. I think it's just sharing out people who might be your followers that are currently active on on the app. Not that they're going live, but they're active on the app. And so, for argument's sake, I was active on the app, on my shop page and on my page here, for the last hour or so before I went live, because I was trying to post a video, and actually I was visiting some other lives too. So between me visiting lives, I had a meeting, and so let me take that back. So the 3 o'clock hours that I was in a meeting, I was still on my page here because I was on my phone, but I was in a Zoom meeting because we were in her account and we were looking around. So I was actively looking on for somebody else. So, and just helping them understand the navigation process. And so because of that, if you sent an invite, I was active. So people would have, so TikTok knew your friends were active. Yeah. So that's what it was. And you can send it out to different people. So, and you'll see if anybody accepts that invite and shows up. And then as a viewer and a live host, once you're in your live, you can press down on the screen and then share your live out. So that's a different thing that happens. You said, I love this community. Look at you, Fred. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You just gave me the laugh of the day. That was funny. Y'all tickle me. Yes. So yeah, so that's what was happening. So TikTok was saying, invite people. Yeah, you were one of, okay, I was one of the invites. Okay, I'll see you when I get off the live. We had a blast. Yes, we did. During your live, it was a fun time, friend. I appreciate you. And so that's the thing about it. You end up visiting other people's lives. You see other people's personalities. People are laughing. People are making fun of themselves and making fun of each other. And it just becomes a community. So you get to build that, and that's something that you should, take advantage of, because not all the time you get to do this. So I will say that that's one of the true benefits. But what I was sharing earlier is that, by me being on YouTube now, I'm starting to get more and more engagement in the chat, and people are commenting and they see me showing up and they're following and engaging back and stuff. And so just know it may be crickets, and it was crickets. I'm going to tell you that. It was crickets for quite some time, but now it's kind of picked up in the last, I would say probably the last week or so. And maybe that's maybe the season where people are home for the summer, a little bit more activity. You got your kids on this app that will come in and ask and say inappropriate comments. Hello, I'm new. Can you call me? Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. So you figure some of them are coming on playing and trying to get people to engage back with them. And you figure some people on YouTube are from different countries and they're trying to learn English. And so you gotta know what to expect, and you gotta know the real from the fake people too, and people who are playing games. But lately I've been getting a little bit more questions and engagement, so that's great. Thank you for coming to the Fab Lab. I appreciate the Fab Lab. Dr. Lisa, I have to go. Thank you so much, Trisha. I appreciate you coming through. Any support is greatly appreciated, friend. So let's do this. We got our friends here today. Now you guys know I always say that, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. It becomes very, very busy for a girl in trying to keep it all together, because I have the Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. I have the shop lives, and so I do the 10 a.m., I do the 4 p.m., and then I come back at the 8:30. So I try to make sure that I'm still being consistent. I'm showing up, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more, you know, diligent with my time, so I can fit it all in and do all the things I need to do. I was working on a video. I didn't get a chance to post it, so I need to post some content. I so yeah, so there's some things that I need to make sure I do today. So when we talk about today's itinerary, we'll see. I think I'm gonna I came on a little later, so I think I'm gonna try my best to show up and be here for at least 30 to 45 more minutes. So we'll see, just taking it to maybe about 5:30 or so. How you doing, Momo? How are you, friend? Thank you so much for coming in. We're talking all things going live. So my friends, what I do is I say that this becomes kind of my evening live where we're talking to my people who are nervous, afraid, scared, shy. I titled this live, thank you so much. TikTok did not give me my flash goal yet, so we'll see what happens. TikTok did not give me a flash goal. So Trixie, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for coming in as well. So with the flash goal, you'll see where, good afternoon, appreciate your friend. You'll see where TikTok will give it probably close to the hour. So maybe we'll get it closer to 5. I just got my heart meet. Did you? You just got your heart meet? Awesome. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not sure why they do that to me. Hey, lady, how you doing, Trixie? Trixie, is this your other page? Let me know. Or where have you been? Thank you so much for joining, friend. Where have you been, my friend? I'm looking at your account. How's everything going? Momo, how's things going with your journey as well? How is it going? It said, let's talk. Are you going live yet, friend, too? I don't see your live host hours, so I was trying to see what's your live journey. Thank you all. Thank you for the shares and the live as well. Thank you for the support. So this particular live, like I said, it's titled First Time Live, Watch This. So I made it that way again when I think about titles, specifically when I think about people on my YT as well who are going live for the first time. A lot of what you want to do, thank you so much for that daily heart, my friend. A lot of what you want to do is make sure you're being intentional about your topic. So that way, if you are intentional about your topic, you can come up with an outline and maybe even come up with questions to engage your audience. Okay. So you want to be intentional about those questions to engage them, to get them asking questions back. Or if you don't want to do questions, maybe you come up with your own Q&A process. So your question and your answer. And it can be structured where you're saying, you know what? Many people ask this of me because of this particular topic. So just know that that's a way you can get people to connect with you so that they are asking, so that you're asking questions, but you're also being very intentional. You said same account. Okay. How you doing, friend? What's going on your way? What's going on? Thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. The goat. How you doing, Yola? Thank you so much for joining as well. How's everything going for you, friend? I know, I'm gonna ask about your live journey, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell me, Dr. Lisa, I'm not live yet. Or are you live for TikTok Shop? Let me know if you're live for that. And so what you want to do is make sure you have that Q&A. That's a good idea. I learn something from you every time I show up. Do you really? Thank you so much. Yeah, that's just a strategy you can use when people are not going to engage back and answer questions. Then you have to pivot a little bit and you say, okay, thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. You could say, hey, here's some questions I commonly get. Okay, how you doing, D-Rob? Appreciate you. Yes, hey, what's going on? Nothing much, friend. You said, what's going on? Yeah, so you could do it that way where you're asking questions, but you bring the answers too. Okay? And so people may not automatically engage back because they're like, oh, well, let me think about it. And then you can say, well, here's some answers that I normally get, or here's some things that people think. How you doing, friend? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. How I'm doing well. And yourself? Appreciate you asking. So yeah, so that's another way to do it. And then, obviously, if you want to really play around with it, you could play games. There could be games you can play as well, so you can get people to engage that way. We probably should play a game. Coach Miss Jessie, you said that the other day. You was like, we should play games. You said the playbook. Let's see. I don't know all the different games in here, but we gonna do real quick. You said, let's see. Oh, you say yes. What's the best advice for men? Anybody? This is a good trivia one. What would you ask men to do? What's best advice for men? And I don't know the context. Y'all fill in the context. So what you think should be the best advice for men? Or do we have any men in the room? Shut up and do what you do what we say. we can't we can't out cheat a woman. You can't out cheat a woman. Ooh, I like that. My YouTube chat, what's the best advice for men? Can't out cheat a woman. That's a good one. That's a good one. Keep your day job. What's the other one? A happy life, a happy wife, a happy wife, a happy life. Grow up. Just say yes. I love that. Just say yes. Okay, we're gonna do another one. Let's see. Anybody else before I move on? So we'll do one more. Oh, a couple more. Let's see. Okay, this is where TikTok messes me up because it cuts me off because I can't see the full answer. Can you help me get to 10K what? What is the word? It's dot 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 for me. So I don't know why it cuts off. Not your mama. Not your mama's another one for men. Not your mama. Can you help me get to what? What is it saying that is cut me off? Can you help me get to 10K what? 10K likes. Okay, 10K likes. Okay. I don't know why I just didn't come on to another sentence. Interesting. 10K. Okay. It's just two heart eyes for us. Okay. This is for me. Okay. Emojis. Okay. Followers. Cash. Discuss with your viewers. Can you help me get to 10K? We're going to say followers. Okay, 10K followers. Here's 10K followers. If I was to answer that question, anybody else in the room got 10K followers? Let me hear your advice. If anybody else got 10K, let me know. 10K money. Best answer. 10K followers. 10K followers. Go live. Go live. Go live. No, 10K followers, here's the deal. I mean, it is consistency and engagement. It is live. Live helped quite a bit. I'm not going to say it didn't. Live helped tremendously. I think I hit 10K. I have a video I did. I think 10K was that my March goal? I got to go back and look. I don't know if it was March or it was one of the end months, maybe March. It was March, April, and May. But it's been slower growth since then. So there was a lot of growth that happened on the onset. So just know that a lot of it is just showing up and being consistent. Showing up, being consistent. You heard Phenomenal Katrina. She just had her 5K anniversary yesterday, celebration yesterday. She said she was trying to get to 10K by the end of the month, y'all. She's at 5,300. Miss Thing says she getting to 10K by the end of the month. So she gonna be in these streets, okay? She's gonna be in these streets. She's gonna be going live. She's gonna be engaging. She's gonna be doing a lot of bottom-up engagement. She is going to be doing a lot of flying high in rooms, and she's gonna be spending some coins doing some battles, y'all. So that's what she's doing. She's engaging in that way. So she will. I mean, she did. I think she did 1,000. I would have to ask her again. I think she did 1,000 in 2 weeks. It was something like that, maybe less than 2 weeks. So, I mean, really, if she's getting 1,000 a week, 1,000 to 2 weeks, yeah, she could probably do it at the end of July or early August. Definitely by the end of August, she should be at 10K if she is activating, just going in rooms and connecting. So that's just some little tips that way. Let's go to the next one. It cut me off again. Does your name have what is the M word? Measure? What is the M word? Meaning. Maybe that's what it is. Does your name have a meaning? Does your name have a meaning? Anybody in the room whose name has a meaning behind it? I'm assuming meaning is the word. Does your name have a meaning? Thank you all. Anybody? You said yes. Yes. Anybody? Okay. What's your meanings? Oh, yes, that it does say meaning. What is, or do y'all have meanings behind your names? My, my kids were, not my son, it was just the name we liked. Yes, I looked it up before. Ooh, what is it? Darlene. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Um, so what does it mean? And anybody else has a name that has a meaning behind it? Let me know. Jesse is wealthy. Somebody lie. How do you get to this game? Yoli Vibes. Yoli said, I'm doing this in my life. Yoli, are you going live? Tell me if you're going live, friend. Um, you're going to click the more button, the lines, the dots with 3 lines. And at the top, you say, yes, you are. It says lightning Q&A. That's what it is, lightning Q&A. So that's how you got to it. Yeah. So we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm gonna stay live probably another 20 minutes or so. But we Coach Miss just said we should do games. So this is what I said. I'm gonna do a game. So that's what ended up happening. So we end up doing trivia. Okay, now I tell you guys going to help me because it keeps cutting me off. 6 p.m. tonight. All right, all right. You said you might be doing trivia, huh? It means dear one or darling English origin. Oh, I love that. Nice, Darlene. Yes, I love that. All right. So it says, what do you look for first and what is the end? What is, y'all got to tell me what it says. I don't know what the word is. Honesty is what Miss Darlene said. In, what is it? In a relationship, in a partner, in a significant other, in a friend, in a friend. Okay. In a friend. Okay. Friend. Okay. Thank you so much. What do you look for first in a friend? Um, what y'all say? Miss Darlene said honesty, um, loyalty. Okay, okay. Um, how they treat others. That's a good one. Yeah. Kindness and loyalty. Yes. Fun, fun. Yeah. I like all those. Yeah. Fun, honesty. You know what? I like my friends to be friends that I can go to and share and get sage advice. I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody with some wisdom. I like wisdom in my friendships. I think I'm beyond, the fun friends I do. My fun friends are still my friends today. So fun, I do like a good fun friend. They're the person you can kind of be like, okay, y'all, we gonna take this to our grave. Um, the loyalty friends, I think there's degrees of that. Yeah, there's some degrees of that. That's important. How y'all doing? Come on in, friends. We are talking and chatting and stuff. Straight, no chaser, truth tellers. There we go. That's it. I need that. They grind. They're grind. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I want some people I can be around. I'm like, okay, I love the way they operate. They think. Yeah. That's true. A friend can be all of the above. They can. They can. Yeah. Yep. They sure can. That's some good ones, y'all. Y'all some good friends. Let's see. It cut me off again. It said, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? Is that what it's saying? Where would it be? I'm assuming to say that. Tell me if I'm wrong, but if you could live anywhere, where would it be? Ooh, that's why I choose honesty first. Yes, yes, that's good. Yep, yep. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Yes, that's it. Yes, Paris. Ooh, you been to Paris, Diamond? You been to Paris? I've never been, so that was truly a question. I've been to parts of France from a cruise. I've never been to Paris. Barbados. Barbados, interesting. Never been to Barbados. I had a ex-boyfriend that was family was from Barbados, and so yeah, I've heard about Barbados quite a bit from him, but I've never been. Brazil. Never been to Brazil. Nice, nice. Never been to Brazil. Wow. Um, I don't know if I have it anywhere yet. I love Barbados. Do you really? You've been there before too? See, I think I would love a Caribbean island to live on. I don't know which one though. So by me living in Florida, I've been to a few. Fiji. You been to Fiji? Tommy, you picking some great places. You been to Fiji? It's on my list. Awesome. California, because it never rains in parts of California. Yes, yes, yeah. Um, yeah, y'all got some good locations. Y'all got, I don't know if I have a place yet. I've traveled a lot, y'all. I don't think I would say Italy. You know, I just went to Italy. I don't think I would go there. Greece, I did love. I did appreciate some of the islands in Greece. Um, Africa, I did like too. So yeah, so there's place. I don't know if I have a list. I think the Caribbean would be my list somewhere. Because living in Florida, I've been to a couple different Caribbean islands, but I've never been to Barbados. I haven't gone to Barbados. So yeah, what didn't you like about Italy? Uh, you know what? I don't think I was there long enough. And then honestly, I think it was too rust ruins. Is that fair to say? Too aged, vintage. I think it just felt old. It felt European. It didn't feel. Yeah, it was hot. It just looked like bricks, rustic. Yeah, too historic. Yeah, just something about it. It just was not scenic and water and palm. I live in Florida, not vintage. Vintage. Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing, friend? Come on in. Yeah, all that. It was just too much of that for me, and I didn't. Africa was a great experience. Africa was a great experience. That was. I want to be a world traveler soon. Yes, you're doing it, friend. You are already setting the pace for all of us. But yes, so Africa. So I need to visit some more African countries. I've been to Egypt, and I've gone to Ghana. Ghana. Egypt and Ghana I've gone to. So those are the two I've gone to. But I would not go back to Egypt. I'm good on that. Been there, done that. And I would not, I would like to visit Ghana again now that I'm a little bit more mature. But I want to go back. Yeah. Um, You said that's my outfit's vintage. I know, that's why I said it. Maybe a modern city like Milan. Yeah, maybe that's it. So I was in Rome. So you're right. That's probably fair. And then we went to Florence to drop my daughter off. I did like Florence. I think I could go back to Florence. But again, I think I felt a sense of I would need to see like Milan. I would need to see what is it, the Amalfi Coast. I would love to see that. Would love to go see Venice. I didn't do any of those places. So I think if I gave those other places a chance, I probably would have a different perspective. Venice I would love to go see in particular. So we didn't get there. But I like Egypt. Egypt was, well, first of all, I did not like the traffic in Egypt. If you ever get a chance, I'm going to tell you right now, you can go on YouTube and take a moment and look at traffic in Egypt. You will, whatever you see, do that times three. Whatever you see and experience, times three it when you're in it and experiencing all that madness. It's yeah, it's crazy. So that's the one first experience, first impression. I was like, oh no, this is crazy. The pyramids was beautiful. Don't get me wrong, all that stuff. The Nile River was dirty. It was like, well, so there's things about it's like it's over. Yeah, it's yeah, a nice tourist experience. But I wouldn't want to live there. South Africa, I would love to go to South Africa. That is true. I would love to go. Actually, that is on my list. That's actually like on my travel list for 50. That's on the list. So I told my husband, we'll see if we make it happen because I think we need to decide if we're gonna really put that on the true to-do list, but I would like it to be. Yes, definitely back to Florence and Amalfi Coast. Yes, I need to go back. I need to go back. That's it. And just kind of get a chance. Because the Florence was a day trip, so I really didn't get a chance to fully see it. And what I saw, I did like. So don't get me wrong. What I saw, I did like. I guess I need to see more to say I would want to live there. I think that's where I'm responding to. I don't know if I would want to live there. So you guys have a traveling love it. You guys, yes, we travel. We travel. So my husband, I met the perfect person. My first husband was that way too. He was a traveler. So I told you guys the story of my daughter. He's coming back. He's going back to pick up my daughter. And they're going to the Amalfi Coast. They're going to Milan. They're doing that together. And then actually Venice as well. So they're kind of traveling up that direction north of Tuscany area that she's in. It was a day trip for me as well. Was it really? Yeah. And so I wish I would have had more time there. We'll see. My daughter's getting a lot of traveling in so far, and I love to travel. Yeah. So I think she will. I wouldn't be surprised if she says, "I'm going back to Italy, mommy. I want to live in Italy." I'd be like, "What?" Like, all I saw was ruins. But no, I'll get back. I'll get back at some point. Okay, next question. Let me know if there's any other thoughts. I love that question. The food is good. The food was good. That is true. The food was good. I enjoyed eating. That is true. You said I love to travel too. Food and people are amazing, beautiful country. Just Durban, Cape Town. Oh, you're talking about the I don't know how to pronounce that other word, but you're talking about South Africa. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. See, again, I want it on my list. I don't know if we're gonna make it happen, but I do want it on my list. So we'll see. Next question. Let's see what comes up for us. Yep. Appreciate your friend. Oh, I can't wait. Let's see. I'm excited. What do you say to yourself? And then it cuts off. What does it say? What does it say, you all? What does it say to yourself for what? What is it? What's the question? It said engage. How you doing, D? Appreciate your friend. What do you say to yourself to motivate you? Okay. What was that? What do you say to yourself to motivate you? Is that what it says? I travel to the supermarket, the laundry manager. You're funny. You say yes. What do you say to motivate yourself? Okay. I am capable and able. Ooh, I love that. Okay. I am capable and able. I love it. That's a good one. What if no one talks in your what if no one talks in your live? I got one comment in 30 minutes. Oh gosh. You know what? How you doing, K Faith? How you doing? That's awesome though. You got that one comment. That's good. Now what I was sharing earlier is that, maybe come up with a list of FAQs, common questions that people ask. And you just kind of run through that. And then, what we did here, we were just chatting. We were talking, it's funny you come in because we were talking about ways to engage the room. And so we're doing this trivia game. So maybe that's something you do just to get engagement going. And we spent 10 minutes talking about traveling. And so just know that that might be a little trick to kind of get the room activated. I'm worth the effort. Ooh, I love that. You're the difference needed. Ooh, you know you can do this. Yes. Hey, hey. A little laughter is good. I love that. Okay. I love that. I talked and talked. I asked questions. And they just didn't answer, friend. I know. I understand that it happens like that in the beginning, but it's the beginning. It's the beginning. One is better than nothing. Keep going. There we go. There we go. I love that. How do we get this? How do we get this? Miss Darlene, what you mean? This particular game? Let me know. This is under more. I'm a teacher, so this felt like work. Just breathe. That's it. We're gonna tell K Faith, just breathe, friend, just breathe. You're fine. In the beginning, it feels that way. In the beginning, the first 30 days, I said, stick to it. Give yourself 30 days. Keep showing up. You'll get a feel for it. You'll get a sense of what's working, what's not working. You'll learn that people are going to show up. You're going to get some trolls that come in and say something rude. You got to mute and block them. All that's going to happen, right? But just keep showing up. You said it feels like work. Yeah. Everything always works out for me no matter what. There we go. I love that. Yes. Push the button. That's it. Miss Darlene said, push the button and keep pushing the button. K Faith, I know, friend. I know it's frustrating, but you'll get there. Thank you for your service. I am what I am because a teacher. There we go. No one is judging you. There we go, friend. Yep. Hey, Fran, work. Work. How are you? Thank you so much, Humble Speaks. The trolls. OMG. The trolls. So in the beginning, what I would tell myself, I would look at myself and say, in the mirror, I would say, consistency and engagement, consistency and engagement, consistency and engagement. That's literally, that was my message to myself. That kept me motivated. I got to stay consistent. Got to stay consistent. Engage, engage, engage. That's what I was telling myself. And so those were my words. And I would just kind of keep doing that. I haven't gone live yet. You haven't gone live yet? Fran, what you waiting on? And so that was my motivation to myself, that and for me it was just like, okay, I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to keep showing up, because if I don't show up, then I'm not going to see the results. And I think I had more or less kind of, they can't see you. What you mean? You said they can't see you. Who can't see you? You're so funny. You said they can't see you. Rip the band-aid off. It's okay to do it scared. There we go, Fran. Thank you so much. It's okay to do it scared. Yeah, you would do. I would say that consistency and engagement. And so just know, at the end of the day, ultimately, if we are not going to take this chance, this leap, essentially, we're not going to get any results. That's it. If you don't do it, you get no results. What's the old adage? Nothing beats a failure but a trier. That's what my mom used to say. Nothing beats a failure but a trier. Somebody who tries to do something. And so you're not going to get any results if you don't show up. And so that's how it is. Consistent engagement. I haven't gone live either. Trying to learn how. So you're in the right room, friend. That's it. You just keep showing up. Keep showing up. Let me know if you have any specific questions. I'm happy to answer questions though. But essentially, you're clicking the go live button. You're talking to your audience. My friend Kate Faith, she said, I went live. Nobody talked. Got one question. But that is one question. I'm going to be honest with you. That's one question more than what I got my first live. Just going to be honest. Just saying. My first live, I talked to myself. Matter of fact, if y'all go on YouTube, my YouTube people, if you want to go back and look at my early videos, my very first videos that I published, those are videos from my first few lives, my first live, and I cut it up into video clips. No engagement, no questions, nobody said a word. I just kept talking. I go live on Sundays. There we go, friend. 40 hours of video, 30 days of live, day 14, July 11th, 2025. Look at you, friend. Happy coming on in here, giving her stats. Love it, love it. I go live on Sundays, yes. So that's what just keep motivating yourself. Keep motivating yourself. Keep doing it. Whatever that message is, just keep saying it. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, and I tell people that. And what I love the example, because I talked to you about TikTok, and then I have the comparison. I have the real comparison of YouTube. YouTube, I just told you guys, engagement on YouTube is few and far between. We got Diamond that comes in on my YouTube, and a few others that come over there and chat it up. And yes, Michelle, she's commenting, engaging, and connecting with others who might pop in. I get a lot of people who are like, say my name, because they want me to say it in English, I guess, or they're saying some random things and stuff. But lately, things have picked up. Things have picked up, and I've grown almost to 450 subscribers over there. And I've only been actively going live, because I do this. I've only been going actively live for, 3 solid months, essentially. And so things happen, but it takes time. And I tell you all the time, YouTube is a long game. So in order to even monetize, I got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So it's a long game. I'm in it for a minute, y'all. So you just keep going. Just keep going. Okay? True, it's not a print, but a sprint, but a marathon. Yes, not a sprint, but a marathon. That's it. It's a marathon. I will do just keep talking, rinse and repeat. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So next question. Let's get our next trivia question. Okay, so again, it cut it off for me, but y'all let me know what it says. What do you like to do when what? When what? What do you like to do what's the when? When you're alone. Ooh, when I'm alone. That's a good one. You know what? Cry. Oh gosh. Read. I was like, Coach Miss Jessie, you went deep. You went deep. It's like, oh, got a little shock. Sleep. Be by myself. Eat. Work out, listen to music, meditate sometimes. I love it. Cook. Okay. I love that. I love that. Oh gosh. You know what? I think all of those fit me. I let's see, dance. Maybe that's the object of the game. We give the answer and you guess the guess the question. Might be it, huh? Create content. That's what you said. Create content. Create content, huh? That's a good one. You like, yeah. You know what I do? Honestly, when I'm alone, I kid you not, I don't turn off the sound volume. I don't turn it down and not read captions. I turn the volume up. Do y'all do that? When y'all finally alone, y'all turn the volume up on your social media? You finally can turn it up and listen to stuff without the volume being on low or putting your earbuds in. I'm always alone. I'm an empty nester. You said I'm always alone. Well, meanwhile, in my world, I gotta have the sound low and I'm looking at the captions. So I was like, when I'm home, I turn up the sound, I have it playing, I'm moving around in the kitchen, I'm doing me. So yes, that's what I do when I'm alone. So that's what I think about. Like the times when, like, so right now with the summer, my husband's home. So if I leave this room now, if I leave now, he's probably downstairs. He is probably downstairs. I was about to say he's gonna go get our son soon, but he'll be sitting at the kitchen. We have like a kitchen island, bar top type thing, so he can sit there, countertop. He'll sit there, and he's like he might have his laptop, and he's sitting there looking, and he might have the TV going on and stuff. And so I have to now, I can't do all the things I would want to do. Sit in silence. You said sit in silence. So I now have to do that. But when he's not there, I have my phone in my hand. I'm listening. I was listening to Coach Miss Jessie's live. Let me tell you right now, friend, when I was in your shop live, I was listening. And as I was in the kitchen, cooking me something to eat real quick because I hadn't eaten. And so that's why I wasn't chatting all the time, because I was cooking and listening. But you was in the background. You was in my background. So that's how I can do things. But I can't do that if I'm home with other people in the house. That's what I'm doing now. Hubby at work, and if the cat is away, the mouse will play. There we go. But now I always have you all over my house. I do. We're in your house all the time. You're like, I got people here all the time. He said, yay. That's exactly what I was doing. When I was in my kitchen, my hubby was gone. He had to run some errands. And I had you sitting up on my little stand, and you was doing your dancing. You did your little song. I was listening to you while I was prepping dinner, cooking, and I'm getting some dinner prep for tonight. Yep. So that's how I move. Thank you all. Okay, we're gonna go to the next question. Let's see. Okay, where would you like to? Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? What is it? Travel? Train? TRA? Then it cuts off. What does it say? Where would you like to travel next and why? Ooh. Ooh. Where would I like to travel? Oh, I already said. I said South Africa. That's it. That's probably. I got a couple of other places on my list, but that's probably it for me. Who else? Where would y'all like to travel and why? Okay, I'll say that really quickly. So South Africa. South Africa, obviously, honestly, I want to go to another African country. I want to go to a wine tour, and I want to do safaris. Safaris or wine tour in South Africa. That's what I want to do. I've always had that on my list. And then I want to do like Nelson Mandela Museum and some other places like that. So that's kind of what I want to do. No, the prison that he did. So that's in Cape Town, isn't it? So I want to go down there. So I want to tour the South Africa and Johannesburg. That's what I want to do. And then safari as well as wine tour, wine tasting in the vineyards. That's my 50th. That's what I would love to do for my 50th. I don't know if we're gonna make that happen, but the total African experience, South Africa experience. But that's it. Okay. So you said travel anywhere to get out of the house. You said anywhere to get out the house. Bali. Ooh, why, Diamond? Actually that is on my husband's list. He has Bali, and he had the Maldives. So he was trying to make it like chill, relaxing, serenity. And I was trying to make it an experience. So we got two, and it's my birthday. So we got to figure out which one. Why is TikTok just giving me the flash code? It's the friendship necklace. TikTok, you did. Okay. Hold on. It took our trivia away. Okay. We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring the trivia back. Okay. So they have the best wine tasting places. Oh, it will happen. Maldives is on my bucket list too. Yes, yes. See that. So my husband is thinking Maldives and Bali, and I think for him, here's where I told him he had to plan it. I think for him, he was like, I told you, TikTok didn't play me. Yes, Molly, yeah. I think for him, he wants to have it so that it's an easier trip to plan in his mind, which is probably true and fair. Because you see all types of different packages and stuff for Bali and the Maldives and hotels and, some other little things. So it's not much you got to do. Bali, I guess you're going to do like a hotel experience and maybe a spa. Spa with a whole bunch of rose petals in the water. So for him, he like, okay, well, yeah, we could do that one. And then for me, I'm like, no, I want all this. We gotta get a book a flight to South Africa. Then we gotta book a flight from Johannesburg to Cape Town, and we gotta do the safari. Then we gotta do the wine tasting. So for me, I think I'm trying to do too much, and he like, yeah, that's a lot to coordinate. But we'll see, we'll see. We'll see which one. I mean, honestly, that particular type of trip, you got to plan in at least a year in advance, and just to make sure you have it all coordinated at least. But anybody else? Anybody else? Where would you want to travel and why? And why? We had that question on the board. Ooh, are you trying a new feature? Oh, look, you missed the questions. Luna, this is what it was. Q&A. I thought about you because I was saying how you can get your audience to engage, and you had those great questions too. But yeah, you said Hawaii. Ooh, that's good. Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii a few times. Yeah, Hawaii. My mom. Oh, okay, I missed this question. Do you miss someone? And then it says, is the WY, is that it? Do you miss someone? And is the question why? What's the other part of the question? So yes, Hawaii. Hawaii's a good one. Yeah. Who and why? Okay. Who is it and why? Yes, yes. Okay. Who and why? Um, I would say mom too. I would say my mom. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good one. Yeah, yeah. My mom. My mom. My mom. My mom. I'm trying to think. Has been gone for almost 20 years, so she's missed a lot. She's missed a lot. So yeah, I would say her, just because my mom too. Yeah, yeah, she's missed a lot. She's missed my little guy. She's missed my daughter. Yeah, you said my dad. Your dad too. Yeah, yeah. My mom will probably be my number one. I miss my late date. He was awesome. Your late dad. What do you mean? It says date. Your late date. Did you mean date? Like going out? He was awesome. My father, your father-in-law, yeah, he passed, and we were in Lake George where we had a vacation with him before. Oh, that's beautiful. My oldest daughter and grandson. Oh, that's yeah, that's hard with kids. My brother's typo. He passed. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Yes. So yeah, that's a tough question when I think about all that has evolved in the last oh gosh, last on nearly 20 years. And so there's been so much that lady has missed out on. So it's hard when you have loved ones that you have to say goodbye to. So yes, friends, thank you so much. My condolences. Yes, yeah. So definitely condolences to losing your children and grandchildren too, Coach Miss Jessie, and all of you. I mean, when you think about loved ones, it's hard. It's definitely hard. We'll go to the next question. What is one thing you can't? And then it got cut off for me. So yeah, TikTok is trying to make sure y'all engage. That's what this is. This is a trick to make sure people engage in your live. So y'all got to tell me the question. What is the one thing you can't? What is it? Can't live without? What is that? What it is? Because I'm thinking about coffee. That question is about to make me cry. Fun, family. Oh, sorry to hear that about the question. Hopefully, yeah, it's hard with family. Ice cream. Is it the one thing you can't live without? Okay, one thing you cannot live without. Can't live without. I don't know, y'all. The one thing you can't live without. Can't live without. Yeah, my babies. I would say that. Yeah, my kiddos. I would say that. But I know that's very deep. Yoga. Oh, it's in your blood, girl. It's in your name. Love that. You said yoga. I love it. I'm going to say all of y'all, my TikTok family, y'all. That's who I miss. I can't live without. Yes, it keeps me sane. I love that air. Y'all said air. We can't live without air. You said all. Yes, you guys make up my day. That's what this is all about. Y'all make up my day. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. I don't know what that means. YouTube is YouTubing again. All right, next question. Let's see. It says, what would you do if time was not a factor? What's the question? It stops at time. Oh, you're playing along. That's what it is. Is that wall decor representative of the solar system? You are okay. I like the way you're playing along with the game. Look at you. It's not. It's just different shapes, just geometrical shapes. And babies cannot live without air. You're right about that. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Um, um, oh, frozen for 24 hours. So what would you do if time was frozen for 24 hours? Ooh. Let's see. Sleep. What would you do if time was frozen for 24 hours? Sleep? Would you just sleep? Would I sleep? Sit in silence. That's some yoga Jedi stuff, girl. I love it. You said just sit in silence. Okay, babies. If babies have water under 6 months. Oh, that's true. That's interesting, friend. No, I have kids. I know. Is everything, Mr. Anderson said, is everything frozen? Everything frozen. I think I'm with Miss Darlene. Like, if time is frozen, everything around you is frozen. You said my youngest doesn't stop. You said they don't stop. Oh, my youngest don't stop either. I know. Sit in silence. Would I sit in silence? I think I would do what I want to do. Because when he is around, it's on and popping. Oh, you said and run. Oh, that's sweet. You said and run, huh? I love it. I love that. That's a good one, y'all. I don't know if I have an answer. I think I would just do whatever I want to do. I think I would I don't know. I would go to a restaurant, you know, have them cook me something to eat. But am I the only one moving? Messy. Am I the only one moving? I guess I want them to cook for me. So somebody else got to move. No, rob the bank, then run. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Coach. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. We're going to round this out. We'll go for about another 10 minutes. I'm going to head out soon because I got to get ready for my shop, y'all. TikTok shop. What game do you remember? It cut off for me. Remember what? What game do I remember? What's the other part of it? How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Um, from childhood. Okay, from childhood. From your childhood. What game do you remember from childhood? Hmm. What game do I remember from childhood? Uh, Double Dutch. Yep. Jump rope, hide and seek. Yep. Double Dutch. My family plays sorry a lot. Double Dutch rope. Yeah. And I will say this, y'all. I do have a slight hidden talent. Okay. I remember jumper rope. I was probably about 10 years ago, and my family was mesmerized by how well I could jump. I was like, hey, I don't. This is in the archives. Y'all don't see this every day. So yes, that is one of my hidden talents. I know how to jump double dutch pretty well. You said playing Barbies. Yes, all of them. Monopoly. We played Monopoly on the plane. That was fun. The video game of it. And four squares from recess. Yes, four squares. Awesome, awesome. Yes. Yeah, those are some good ones. Those are some good ones. All of those. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one. What age you want to get? What does it say? It's an M word. The M cat. The only thing I can see is the M. What age you want to get married? You said hopscotch. Married. Okay, that's what the M word. What age you want to get married? As soon as soon as you are ready. That's true. 100. Because Jesse put all them zeros. I got married at 32. 32. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. My my first marriage was at 27. I was 27. First marriage. Second marriage, I was 40. What age was we? Because I had my baby, oh gosh, 40, 42, 43, 40, 42. I'm going to say 42, I think. I got to go look. I got to go back and look it up. 42, I think. 1 week shy of 31. Look at there. No age. I love my single life. Look at you. There is always a chance, friend. Got married at 24, 25. Yeah. That's funny. I don't know the exact age either. I got to go back and look at the second marriage. I was like, Lord, when did we get married again? I think I was early 40s. Well, I got to ask him. I think we're about to hit 10 years. So maybe I was 39, 40, somewhere along in there. Something like that. I got to go ask because he keeps up with the dates for us. Because we got married twice in the same year. So I got to the math always becomes like, were we married then or were we engaged? Which one? So we had a legal ceremony and then we had a wedding ceremony, which was fun, which was on a cruise ship. So it was fun. Yes. How you doing in my travels? Appreciate you all. So yeah, it was a lot going on that year. My husband and I lived together for 5 years first, so that was our situation. Yes, yeah, same situation. We lived together because we decided to blend our family. We did a lot of stuff. It was a whirlwind with us, and so yeah, we lived together. We blended the families. We were like, we're gonna make a go at it. We were engaged, so and then we were living together and then we're just like, okay, I guess we'll get married, and we ended up getting married. So in my mind, I conflate all of it. All of it is combined, so I have to go back and look at it. Yeah, you said same. So I actually have to ask him because I'm like, well, wait a minute, well, we're engaged, were we married, what is it? So yeah, so same thing, but we, at that point we were very mature, engaged the first year. Yeah. Yeah. So no, we lived together for a minute though. An engagement happened and we were still living together. So yeah, we were like, whatever. We were grown and married and remarried, and so we had already been there, done that. So we're like, hey, why not? All right, let's do the next one. Let's see. Let's see, this will be our last question. How do you know that you? What is that you? Happy 10 or the 11? It's either 9, 10, or 11. One of them. I have to ask him. It's 9, 10, or 11. Which one is it? Okay, it says are in love. How do you know that you are in love? My first marriage was 21. Did not last. We were both young and dumb. Yeah, yeah. That's my first marriage. Not that we were young, but yeah, it didn't last. um, how do you know that you were in love? Oh gosh, what do y'all? What say y'all? What say y'all? Um, interesting. Um, let's say, how do you know you were in love? You know, I guess the second marriage, your heart will be skipping when you see him, her, or just have a smile in your on your face. Yeah, I think the smile. I think that's it. That's hard to describe. It's hard to describe. Well, I will say this. It was funny. My daughter, she was younger, so she was like, I'm gonna say, so my husband, my current husband, has been in her life since she was like 7. So her father and I, we divorced. We separated when she was like 5, divorced, maybe 6, and then a year later, my husband came into her life. We met and stuff. So I stick around when he's on my nerves. That's part of love. Yes, yes, yeah. So, but I'm waiting to be. Yes. And so I remember my daughter distinctively looking, and she was like, I think we were about to go shopping. We got in the car, and my husband said something like really nice and endearing to me and stuff. And she looked and she turned, we got in the car, and she said, he's in love with you. He loves you. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I was, and I was like, I guess I love him too. It was like, so I remember that. I guess that's the moment when I will say I was like in love. So it was like just this moment that we had, and my daughter peeped it, and so she was like, she was probably like 7, 8 when it happened, and she made that little comment. I was like, oh. So at that point, I wasn't thinking about it like that, but she made me recognize. Yeah, that was sweet. Yeah, that's a sweet memory. It is. It is. Yeah, so he's a good guy. He's a really good guy. Um, all right, my friends. How you doing, Margaret? You came in just in time. I was about to leave. I was about to hang out and end it. I'll do one more question. Okay. When was the last time you, and then it gets cut off for me. So just really quickly, the trivia game is if you click more, it says lightning Q&A. So that's what this is. It's just lightning Q&A. Ooh, when was the last time you cried? Do we want to end it on crying, y'all? And why? Let me get another question. We gonna skip that one. We gonna end it on that one. No. What's one thing you've what? My daughter's graduation. That might be the last time I cried too. The graduations, yeah. He said, what's one thing you've, and then it cuts off, bought but never used? Ooh. It'd probably be something from TikTok Shop. I'm trying to think what's over here. The beetroot. The beetroot. I told y'all that yesterday. I said I have not tried this beetroot yet. She was in my trunk. I used to return and forgot. Oh yes. Shoes. Yeah, I think I have clothes with tags on it, y'all. I'm one of those people where I buy stuff and then I'm like, oh, I have this dress. I ain't never worn it. So stuff like that. I'm one of those people who will buy stuff and it will sit in a corner somewhere. And then I'm that other person who intends to return something and miss the deadline. I'm big on that. I hate doing that to myself because I was like, oh, I never wanted it. I was like, all I had to do was return it. And so, yes, I'm that person too. A bed in a bag. You said a bed in a bag. Yes, so that's me. I will buy something, it will not get returned. And then I'm like, I don't intend to ever use that. And so I have a couple things like that. So it's all good. I have a lot of books I haven't read. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. I'm big on that too. I'm one of those people where if I watch like the Today Show or some of those talk shows and someone is talking about their book, I'm a person that will buy their book because I'm inspired by their story, but I never get a chance to read the book. So I've gotten a few of those books where I was like, I did get their book, but I never sat down and read the story. So that's just life getting in the way, having a small child and other things. But yeah, I even buy them from the store. Oh, you buy books. I have a good friend who's like into books like that too. Hello, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much coming on in. I'll do it when time freezes. That's how I feel about it. It's like I intend to read that book some point. It never happens. I have two pairs of shoes, too small right now. I forgot to return them. Oh, I'm big on that too. I'm like, Lord, these shoes need to go back, and they will not get back. So yes. All right, friends, we'll do this last card, one. So, what are some weird butts? And then it cuts off. What's the butt? Weird butt. Begins. Well, the first letter is a G. That's all I see. Weird butt. Hey, Amy, how you doing? We're doing a little trivia, but good food combinations. Ooh, ooh. Do I have a weird but a good food combination? I don't know if I have one. I love eggs and jelly. Ooh, that sounds good. I like that. I could do that because I do that like you do your eggs on like an egg sandwich and like you put jelly on it. And yeah, I do that. That's a good one. I like that one. Um, I'm probably gonna say yes. Yeah, that sounds good. I um I probably I probably would say a combination. I'm gonna go old school back in the day when it's a couple of things and I will say this, I have not had this in a while. So there's a couple of things I would do. The Cheetos with the hot sauce in a bag. So you put the hot sauce in the bag, you eat the Cheetos, shake it up. I love my Cheetos with hot sauce. And then you said that's not weird. I love my Cheetos with hot sauce and I love my pickles with peppermints. With little peppermints and the pickles. That's how I am. I'm a grits with sugar. We probably gonna have a controversy in the room, but I am from the Midwest. Grits come with sugar to me, not salt and pepper. I like sugar. Spaghetti and ranch dressing? No. Okay, no. That's weird. Oh, oh, you said the pickles and peppermint in a bag. Never tried any of that. Grits with salt for me. Yeah, my both my ex and my current husband, they was like, sugar on your grits. What in the world? Because they Southern boys. They're like, what are you doing? Grits with salt for me and no sugar on grits. Thank you, Coach Jesse. I feel validated. Thank you so much. Cheese eggs with barbecues. No, I don't. I can't see that combination. Oh, cheese eggs with barbecue sauce. Grits is supposed to have sugar. There we go. That's it. They're supposed to have some sugar. You said such a divide. Oh, the grits always it is. That's weird. The ranch on the spaghetti. I'm trying to understand that, Nika Grace. I don't get that one. Now, when would you have put the grits? When I mean the ranch. When did you try the combination? I don't even see where that would have even happened. Oh no, yuck! Sweet grits. You said peace, y'all. You out. You said I'm out. I can't do this. You said no grits for me. Now, let me say this. I'm not a big grit eater. Let me say that. So to your point, when I eat them, and I'm like a small portion person. I don't need no big bowl. You just give me a little side of it. I'm good. I will put sugar on them. I will do that. I will do that. I like spaghetti on an open face sandwich. Ooh, that sounds kind of good. That sounds like an Italian restaurant. Like you put it on like a nice French toast or like a Texas toast. But that spaghetti, that sounds yummy. No, it's not cereal. You said no grits for me. I like, yes, that sounds yummy. Salt and sugar is like the iPhone Android divide. It is. Pancakes with cheese. Now you're just being extra. I don't even understand that. Is that like that seems like a French type cuisine. I don't know what that is. Not grits person, but I like cheesy ones. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the cheesy ones are good. They I've had some cheesy grits that are pretty good. That's true. I don't necessarily prefer them, but I've had them. Yeah. Peanut jelly, but no bread. Oh my gosh. What are you putting it on then? Exactly. It's messy as hell. Just on toasted bread. Ooh, that sounds good though. Yellow grits with avocado, garlic, pepper, olive oil. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. That's almost like, what is that? That's like that Carolina Gold. That sounds like something like that. When I'm thinking about the Carolina Gold rice. Ooh, that sounded good. Ooh. Oh, I know when I eat that's weird, but I'm not telling because y'all all talking smack. What are you? Well, you already said something of the spaghetti with ranch. Where's the bread for this peanut butter and jelly, Miss Coach? What are you eating it with? Spoonfuls. Oh. You just scoop it in. Okay, I do that. I do that with my peanut butter. I don't do it with the jelly, but I do it with the peanut butter. IPNJ with a spoon from the jar. Yeah, I do that too. I do. Okay. Okay. I got you now. I was trying to understand and salt. Now, if you're gonna have shrimp and grits, that works. Ooh, that is true. That is true. That's a good one. That is a good one. I you eat Nutella from the jar. Ooh, I do too. I haven't bought Nutella in a while. I might need to bring that one back. I haven't bought it in a while. My daughter, oh my gosh, we was having Nutella everything when she was younger. And it was just her and I for a little while. Nutella was all we ate. It felt like. That's true. That's all we ate. I eat peanut butter and banana. Oh, now that I've done, and that is good. That is really good. I might need to bring that back. Hello, Danielle. How you been, friend? Peanut butter and banana is good. It is good. You got me thinking. I bought some bananas today. I kid you not. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. I had bananas for lunch. That was sitting up here. It was a banana hull sitting up here. I forgot it was still sitting there. I literally had a banana this for lunch earlier. And I should have had some peanut butter with it. That's a good one. I eat date stuff with butter. I said butter. I was like, that's not peanut butter. Is it peanut butter or just butter? Did you mean peanut butter? Or somebody else's butter? Like cashew butter? Nutella on bananas? And frozen. Peanut butter, Nutella, and banana for, ooh, that sounds good. Dates with cheese is good. Ooh, that sounds good too. That is. Let's see. The far slows down the sugar. Nope, butter. Does really? Oh wow. I had that answers. I think you might have won. You might have it for the win. We got to see who won. The spaghetti and ranch is still throwing me though about some of the tiny bananas the other day. Oh yes, those are good. The burro bananas. Yeah, those are good. We love those. Yes, yes, yes. Well, the first time I tried, a person gave it to me with butter. Interesting. Interesting. So that's a thing. That is truly a thing. To have a date Was it with the pit in it, with the seed in the middle, or was it unpitted, or pitless? I guess that's the word. I'm not sure. Um, and and you just had the butter. You scoop it and you just eat it with the butter. Interesting. I could see that. I could see it. It's funny when we were in Italy, our breakfast buffet had different things. It was a nice buffet, and it did have the dates, it had the figs, it had some other things on there, and it had the dates. Take pit out, so you have to take the pit out and then eat it. I could see that. I guess I could really see that now. Now that I think about it, because I put some dates. My husband and I, a couple years ago, we went to Dubai, and that was a big thing. Dates was everywhere, everywhere. They ate dates constantly, and so that particular hotel also had dates on their buffet as well. So yeah, I can see that now. Now that you say it, it probably does taste nice. Has a nice flavor to it. Okay, creamy like chamoy and mandarins. What's chamoy? Is that the? I'm trying to think of that. It's almost like a red sauce, isn't it? Reddish. Um, I'm almost thinking like the uh, tahine. That's what I'm thinking of, like that tahine seasoning. Is that it? I wonder. Um, she will eat anything. It seems like. Okay, friend. You are eating some real mixtures. So I think that's what you're talking about. That spicy red, yeah, with cooked fruit. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. I've had it before. Yeah, and then you add it with the little mandarin oranges. Okay, I can see that. I've seen that before because they do it kind of with that whole mango, and they do, yeah. So I've seen that, and I've had it before actually. So that sounds good. Okay, final question. We're about to hit 6 o'clock. I got to get out of here because I have to do my shop later. So I appreciate you guys. This was fun. This is fun. What was your happiest, and it cuts off, moment? Maybe the butter cleanses your palate. Interesting. Good. Yeah. Yeah. What does it say, you guys? What's your happiest moment? Maybe the on TikTok. That's what it says. What's your happiest moment on TikTok? Oh, look at that. That's a nice way to end it. TikTok. Look at you. TikTok's like, I know you're about to leave, so let me put a question out here for TikTok. When you join this group, yes. Hit my first 50K likes in a live. Ooh, I love that. Look at you right now. Oh, the Grits Tomato 2025. When people post jokes and humor. Yes, I love the jokes too. Meeting Dr. Lisa. Yes. TikTok said we're going to do it. We're going to go out on a high for TikTok. Yes. Going live. What's my happiest moment? I'm gonna say right now too, y'all. I'm gonna say right now. Why not? Why not? But I'm gonna say going live. This whole live journey has been a blast, a super 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 experience for me. So I appreciate it. When Dr. Lisa thought this guy was speaking Spanish. Oh my gosh. You said show up when I went live. Yes, when you went live. Oh my gosh, you said what game is this game? There she goes. Yes. Oh my God, that was hilarious to me. Oh my God, that was funny. Because the way you said it, you said, but that is not Spanish. How you doing, Miss TLC? Appreciate your friend. We're about to head out. Thanks for the last minute laughs, you all. Yes. Oh my gosh. That man, I don't know what, and we to this day we still don't know what it was, do we? We don't know what language that was. Thank you all so much. I appreciate y'all. So the game here, you said Italian. You think it was Italian? It was Italian. I hadn't gone to Italy yet. So, or had I gone to Italy? Did it happen after I had come back? I think it did happen after I come back. Yes. He said you did. You ain't gone to Italy. You ain't gone. Yeah, you have been there. So yeah, that happened after you had came back. No clue. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. So I apologize to the room. Yes, the next you said yes the next day. Like, girl, you should have recognized that. All that Italian you done seen and writing. The menus, all of it, huh? It said yes the next day. Like, you should have recognized everything. Spanish should have been Italian to me, huh? At that point. Oh my gosh. Okay. I apologize, y'all. Here's what we were doing really quickly, my friends. We were doing the under more, we were doing a lightning Q&A. That's what that was. At the top screen, when you click more, they have those little different things you could do, like a poll. What's there? Poll and gift vote, draw and guess, and then they have the lightning Q&A. That's what we were just doing. My happiest moment was meeting you on TikTok and you giving us the Go Live challenge for 7. Look at you. Yes, I appreciate you, friend. He's like, I'm going live and I'm doing 75 days straight. I appreciate that, friend. That's what it's all about. We gonna do this thing. We are tearing down those barriers. We are not letting this stop us. We're gonna keep going live, y'all. That's what it's all. Oh, look at you, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You said I am going live. Can you customize the lightning? I don't think so. No, when you click it, it just pops up like this. Let me see. It's nothing. Yeah. And you press this little, it's almost like a little dice symbol, and that generates the next question. So no, you can't. I don't think there's a way to customize it. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Miss TLC. So we were doing a little bit of trivia tonight. So it's after 6 o'clock. I so appreciate all of you all. You all are coming in. I gotta go. I gotta go. TikTok. See, that's what TikTok do to us. TikTok will bring y'all in as I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm trying to get ready for my shop live tonight. So I got to do shop tonight, and then do shop tonight and prepare myself for all the things that come with it. You know how that goes. Thank you all. Let's see. I want to make sure I wasn't missing something. We will see you on shop. Oh, appreciate you, Luna. Appreciate Luna. The cinnamon gum is in the shop too, so I appreciate that. Have a good evening and weekend, you all. Thank you so much, cats. I appreciate you coming in, friend. I don't know if I answered any question, but I appreciate you joining. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. See you on shops. Thank you so much. You too. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. You guys have been awesome. And thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.